were lucky.
Oh, we were.
Am I wrong when you're saying that you are lucky? I felt you were lucky yesterday.
I thought we were very, very poor that game. And I think at the moment, Liverpool are just playing. It's more using your emotions and more just resilience, grinding out results. Because we were really poor, especially in the first around 70-something minutes. We were bad. I think Elliot, just as it was a super sub, brought in. It started to tick, but before that we were really bad. Salah 200 goals for Liverpool.
Only the 5th Liverpool player
It
200
goals. And for Premier League, it's I think 150 goals. Joins number 10 in the whole of the Premier League. So I'm still worried. I thought defensively we were poor. We're still struggling defensively, and again we really need a defensive midfielder because Endo is touch and go. The game is
that Endo man, I am not convinced.
And it's touch and go. It's touch and go. There's no consistency.
No.
Jemo, you are backing him.
So
no.
We really need that.
I was told the way he was good versus Germany for Japan. I have watched him twice.
Yesterday was very, very cool.
After two team, it's like you put yourself about at Palace. Like, City,
yes, and again,
Sears and all.
Something again. When that position parts and leaves space behind. When we get a decent team, we'll really struggle. We really need to sort it quickly. Because now Matip is out with an ACL. He probably won't play again. So we remain with Konate. Konate, he gets injured a lot.
Physically imposing.
Very good talent, but
lakini sasa mpira bado
hawezi cheza consistently. So we need to sort that. We need a DM and a center back in January.
You need a lot of things in January.
We need a lot of things.
That's the only thing I honestly don't think you need a center back. I think Konate, the more he plays,
or if you get a decent DM, it can sort that as well.
The more Konate plays, I think he'll get better. And I like Kwanzaa. I like Kwanzaa. I think there's something there. He's very young, but I think there's something.
But yes.
The DM is the problem.
Yes.
You need to stop playing McAllister as a DM. He needs to play where he's supposed to play. None of those guys is a DM. And this he can't.
Jemo, that's okay. How many goals has Salah scored this season? 11 goals, and created 7 assists, right? January he won't be available.
Yeah, but Egypt will crash out of the AFCON group stage.
So how many games is he going to miss?
He's not going to miss many.
It's about 3.
3, 4.
Group stage.
One of them is
they're not going to crash out in the group
3,
stage. Come on, Egypt.
Asiungoje. AFCON iko wapi? AFCON iko wapi? Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast.
Wait and see.
I
promise you.
He's not going to be in the group stage.
I promise you. Mtakuwa hapa.
So he's going to miss like 4 games.
He's going to miss maybe 3 games. One of them is an FA Cup game.
Yeah.
Uko mbele they can survive without Salah for 2 games or so.
Are they going to leave the group stage?
Who? Egypt? Yes, if I was put money on, I put it on them. And I don't know what group they are in. What group are they in? I don't know. When you are now AFCON, you can't even watch it. So I don't know.
Yeah. But I get where he's coming from, Elijah, when he talks about the number of goals Salah scored.
Yeah, because if you say your goals are distributed...
yes, they are distributed. They have 12 different scorers this season. 12 different scorers.
They only
I thought
you have scored how many goals? 30? That's 6, eh?
They've scored a couple.
I'll check for you.
What's
your point?
My point.
Drive your point home.
My point is Salah has been carrying you guys, by the way, towards the end of the games. So he has 11 goals and 7 assists.
By the way, just to confirm what you asked, they have scored the highest number of goals in the league together with City.
Sindio. And if you're gonna say, for example,
I know you didn't. You that's like you're like, huh?
No. I knew that as well as conceding goals as well is we are the same with Arsenal.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's actually interesting.
We have, and for some reason, Liverpool has the baddest defense. We are very poor, conceding a lot of goals. Then you come and see it's similar to Arsenal, who for some reason we are saying have the best defense in the Premier League at the moment. So it's
we have the best defense, we just don't have the best keeper.
This is what
if we had Alisson, you think we would have conceded 15 goals?
No. There's at least 5 top of your head.
5
that should not be there.
5 will not be there.
The 2 at Luton
we have made the most mistakes leading to goals. How many?
But you guys wanted a
5.
goalkeeper who plays with his feet.
Yeah, but
You got that. As you wanted a
appreciate
goalkeeper who saves with his hands. We got that.
Fit ni bonus.
Kila mtu na nini yake.
Though Alisson is
Think
decent
as
with his
well.
feet.
What I'm trying to
He's
say,
decent.
you guys
Decent.
will struggle a
But
bit.
his money with his hands is fantastic.
He's fine. No, he's the best keeper in the
Ah,
league.
for sure, he's the best. What I was trying to say is that you might struggle when Salah won't be there in January, because Salah just doesn't bring the goals only and the assists. The presence that he has in a game, know that this guy is gonna save.
Of course,
you
it'll
at
be a
some
big
point.
miss. Of
At
course, it'll be a
some
big
point.
miss. But we have players. At least now we have options
Like,
of players
yeah.
who can slot in and put in the shift.
That's
the point.
right
Yeah, because no, they have a lot of
Yeah.
small. It could be Gakpo, it could be
Jota
Jota.
is there.
They could Bambanya for 2 games.
2 games and
the place they have a problem is a DM.
Exactly.
Every time they've played a team that can go at
if we
McAllister.
get that Villa team,
Yes, with someone going at McAllister,
Ah.
then you see the problems. Because
Yeah, that's the issue.
he really can't play there. He's just that he's really smart as a footballer. He's able to manage. But he really is not a
But
DM.
he's not.
Gravenberch is not a DM. So
He's
they don't
not.
really have a guy. And this
who
Endo
just
boy.
sits. You need a defender who just sits and protects.
But they are doing well. I think Liverpool are 2 signings away from challenging for the title. They are top of the log. I don't think they'll stay top of the log for long.
That's what I wanted to ask.
I don't think Liverpool are challenging for the title this year. Top 4 definitely. But I feel once they go into the get a DM and maybe figure out at the back whether they want to add someone next to Van Dijk or someone to figure out to Trent. Once they two signings up front, mid DM and someone in defense, I think they'll be fine. Oh, and they must tie Salah to the seat at Anfield. Tie him completely. Tie him. He must not leave to Saudi.
Because I think the conversations have started as well.
He must not go to Saudi.
Him and Klopp. I
If he
think
goes
they've
to
started
Saudi,
that.
now they start afresh. They start from zero.
The most important valuable asset that you have is Klopp.
Yeah.
Of course,
It's Klopp.
And especially yesterday when you look at the substitution he brought in. Remember the time
And
we
he's
talked
been
about
on
Wolves?
That's
Yes.
another thing as
Against
well.
Wolves when
Yes.
McAllister had a bad game coming off the international break and he made substitutions at halftime. Yesterday he did the same.
Yeah.
I think he brought in Gomez at the same time, brought in Curtis Jones
Yes.
after that red card, and they went ahead and they scored those
And
goals.
Elliot as well.
Yeah, that's something that at least Jurgen Klopp has that other
Lakini
managers
mulionea mzee wangu.
don't really have.
Though mulionea mzee wangu.
Wait.
Hiyo red card ya Jordan Ayew ni ya kutafutiliwa tu. Huyu ref alikuwa tio.
the second yellow.
Both
I think
of
the
them.
first
No,
one even
like you said, things will balance themselves
Alitafutiwa.
out.
No,
But and
you
what,
must
Jemo-
respect age.
Jemo, you know what?
Respect
These
age.
VR issues and ref issues.
No, but you had to see
Let-
VAR.
let
no
them
VAR.
take just
It's
some-
2 yellow cards.
the
It's
ref-
But you know what?
It's 2
You
very
know what?
weird.
You get some, you
Jemo,
lose
we played
some.
Crystal Palace. Tommy Yasu got a
I remember
Just the same
the
way.
throw-in thingy.
yes, the throwing, and then
But
those-
you know,
that
but
time.
just
same way. These things will balance themselves
I
out.
know about the balancing, but again, there's some things, and it's because I listened to my old man. Do you know how many yellow cards were issued yesterday?
Yeah, he gave an
8
Yeah,
in total,
yes.
including
Yeah, a
himself.
lot of yellow
Yeah,
cards.
and he was like,
0 for
I
Liverpool.
didn't think this
He
game
was.
was worth 9 yellow cards. 8 yellow is like, he's like, no. I just, the ref was
I don't-
Too soft.
finicky. He was
Yeah.
he was, but it's fine. I'm not worried about Palace. Palace will be okay.
Yeah, I think so.
The only thing right now for Palace is that the injuries are racking up. Even yesterday, when you think it's an easy game, they get some Johnston out, and then they get Jefferson Lamb out. They are piling up,
And then Argue's not going to be there in the next
in the next
game.
games, yes, yeah, he's not looking that nice. Olisi at least he's trying to come
What they
back.
play in the next game?
He's
Is it
being
City?
run.
Mzee will be fine.
I'm not sure who they play next, but
I think it
So
should
I
be
think
City.
it's it.
I thought even with all the
That's why he was complaining, because it's
Mzee will be fine. He's
City,
playing City.
City,
And then Brighton. And then Chelsea.
Brentford.
It's bad.
It's terrible.
The next win might be versus Brentford on December 30th, but Mzee will be fine.
if Mateta gets his scoring boots,
No,
they'll be right.
Guys, there are things. There are not many things I'm sure of in life. There are 2. David Moyes is fine. Roy Hodgson will be fine. It will look like everything is spiraling out of control, and then
The fans
Palace
are
will go-
against him right now.
Palace will go on this small run where they win 3 out of 5 games, and then they draw another one, and then they'll be safe. And then at the end of the season, they will say what they said 2 years ago: we want to go in a different direction. We want to be more attractive. We want to be able to and then they will kick him out, just like they went. Do you know he is The last manager to manage at age 70, the last oldest manager to manage in the Premier League was Bobby Robson at 71. He's doing it at 76. He is 16 years older than the next manager in the league. This man should really be chilling at home with his grandchildren.
Yeah, he should.
So he is fine. If there is a man I am okay with, he is fine because he's like, what do you want? Survive. Next season, you guys can look to go a different way. I keep saying, even Stoke were looking for a different way. And now they are still looking. Middlesbrough, they were still looking.
Brighton did.
Sunderland was still looking. They were still looking, and they are still looking. So
and of course, there are some good scenes when Brighton have done it and it has succeeded. Of course,
Brighton is not just the manager. Sammy, apples and oranges. Brighton is a whole structure, right from how they scout, what they plan for, how they plan for. It's a whole business model. Okay?
Yes.
Now, please compare because you like comparing. Compare for me the Brighton model, the Palace model, the West Ham model, the Stoke model, the Sunderland model. Compare them for me. And then we come back and
we can only contrast.
No. Compare and like do an analysis. This is what Palace, the way we said. Unai Emery does, senior players, men, ready to go. Arteta wanted children to manage them and get them into where they are. Now, take what is the Brighton concept. How do they work? Why do they work the way they work? And what's their plan? Then take Palace. Then ask yourself, how many times have Palace done what I'm saying they did? Didn't they do it with Ronald De Boer?
Yeah, they did.
Did they then kick him out and bring old man? Did they do it with Vieira? Did they then go back and say, hey, by the way, what? Yes, what I mean. Like, teams are structured differently. They do things in a different way. So it doesn't necessarily have to mean for every Brighton there is a Palace. It's different.
Yeah.
That's my point. Like, it's not copy and paste everywhere. It's not we have to change the manager everywhere so that we change. No, it sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes what are your bare minimums? What are the bare minimums of Palace? What are the bare minimums of Luton? What are the bare minimums of Burnley? What are the bare minimums of Bournemouth? That's why Bournemouth kicked out Gary O'Neill. They said what? We want to go in a different direction. So they got poor man's Arteta. So that's what I mean. Like, it's not necessarily if this works, if Elijah is 6'1", James must be 6'1". If James is 5'9" and 110 kilos, then Elijah is 6'1" and 70 kilos. So, no.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's a good lecture. Yeah, it works. The other thing I wanted to say.
I want to move on.
Just one thing I wanted to say with Liverpool and all those ifs that you are putting in that they need to do. I think Darwin Núñez needs to start scoring also. Since the international break, after he scored goals for Uruguay, he's not been scoring these goals in the last few games. So
they'll come.
Yeah, that sell him. Fantasy naumia bure.
He has many offsides. He scored a lot of offsides.
The other things he does, he gives assists, he tracks back. There are a lot of things he does,
Núñez
and I think the
fine.
goals will come.
Núñez is fine. The problem is you expect him to be Haaland. Núñez is fine. That's his level. Up. He'll get better. Like I said, not everyone is Haaland and Mbappe. No, some people are like Jesus. Who's got more goals? Jesus or Núñez? Help
this
me
season, I'm not sure.
I'm willing to place a bet that it's Núñez.
I will confirm. I'm not sure.
I am willing to put money that Núñez has more goals than Gabriel Jesus.
Of course, Gabriel has been injured for some
at the end
time.
of the season, Ama.
No. I'm talking now.
Yeah,
Sammy is analyzing Núñez, so I'm like,
and even now it's unfair.
Context. The top teams, of the top 6 teams in the league, the only players who have got more goals than Núñez would not be 10.
Oh, okay. I thought if you are comparing with Jesus, then it makes it a bit unfair because Jesus was injured.
Compared with who's the top scorer at Arsenal?
It's Saka and Nketiah.
It's Saka and Nketiah. How many goals do they have?
5 each.
5 each. How many goals does Núñez have?
I think he has 7.
No. Let's. You see, that's my point. Like, leave Núñez alone.
Okay.
It's not like my point is he's not, to quote you, pulling up trees.
He has 4 goals.
No, that's exactly my point, Elijah.
Yeah.
Núñez has no. Okay, so now let's look at the players at the top. Other than Haaland, who's an oddity, we all agree. The other players all around him, the other players in the top 4. So it's Haaland and Son. Those two, of course, and Salah.
And Watkins.
1, 2, 3, and then Watkins.
Yeah.
I got to up within. It's not like he's out of the place. Like, that's why I keep saying context. Like, context.
Yeah, so in January he has to step up a bit, right?
Context.
Yes.
that's in Jan. We're talking about now. No, he has to start. He's not been doing. I'm like, okay, hold on. How have the other strikers done? Then we realize they're in the same boat, all of them, other than Haaland. Haaland, you know,
Alvarez 4 goals.
same.
If you look at the strikers, it's only Watkins in the top 4 who has been
There we go.
really prolific.
And I didn't know that by the way. It was just a hunch.
Yeah.